This is a giant video showing Holly and I attempting to train Bonnie from when we first got her to now, 6 weeks later.
Oh, hello! Oh, yes, oh, come in.
Now, I was actually busy when we had to pick up Bonnie, so I'll let Holly start off the video.
We've got Bonnie. She's very cute. She's just wanting to lick me. Okay. Oh my god.
How is she?
She's very excited.
As you can tell, when I met Bonnie, she was a bit scared of me. I assume because I'm super jacked. Nah, but because my voice is quite low compared to Holly and her mum, so even when I laughed, she kind of freaked out a bit.
Oh, she's saying, is it all right, Mummy?
Yeah, she's not living it.
Yeah, it's okay.
It seemed a bit silly at first, but I really had to be like, yeah, wow, good girl, woo, so that Bonnie would not get scared of me. And I won't show you this footage because some of you are probably eating right now, but for toilet training, it was so important that we took her out every hour, and then when she goes to the toilet, you're like, woo, yeah, oh, you took a big poo on the lawn. Honestly, if you're getting a puppy, you can watch this video as a tutorial because I'll tell you everything that Holly and I did that worked and what didn't work. For example, you can hopefully see we secured off this section of the house and only gave her a couple toys to start off with so that she wouldn't get overwhelmed. Because if I was chilling like with my family and mum and two massive giants just scooped me up, took me on a spaceship, and then I landed on a giant island with like millions of things I had never seen before, I would cry and be overwhelmed. Now, hour one was out the way and it was time for some training. We ain't mucking around here. Cavoodles apparently very easily get separation anxiety, so we did not want that to happen. And immediately we tried to train her to not have this by simply just leaving her alone for a couple minutes at a time, which did feel bad, but we would literally only leave her for like 1 minute, so she knew it was completely fine for us to leave the room.
Just gotta get used to it. Alright, let's come back. Just hanging out, just casually.
It's like, don't even make a big fuss. Just sort of come back and just...
Into the kitchen.
into the kitchen. All is good in the world.
Her tail's wagging.
What do we do now?
We also went out and played with her at night so that she could get comfortable being outside in the dark. And after all that, it was a very big and tiring first day. Although it seems like early days, this is actually when puppies' brains are developing and learning what's scary and what isn't scary. So we tried exposing her to as many different things as possible, from having a bath to brushing her hair, going out in the car and seeing strangers, so that she would learn that all of these things were completely fine. However, something that was not completely fine is that Bonnie is a dog that doesn't like to eat. We tried raw food, we tried kibble, we tried chicken, and you could like put it in her face, in her nose, and she'd be like, nah, I ain't eating that peasant food. The thing that we found best for Bonnie was this like sunflower thing, which you can put treats in and hide them, which I guess makes things more exciting because when she finds food in here, she's like, oh wow, look what I found. And then she actually eats it. Sit. Getting Bonnie to learn to sit was easy. Before we gave her food or any attention, we would just wait for her to sit. Training a dog is way more about consistency than some special technique. I think it's the same as people, where you're way better off just teaching your dog for 1 hour a day for like 7 days compared to trying to blast out 7 hours in 1 day, because A, you're gonna get like exhausted and burnt out, and B, you actually learn while you sleep. That's when your brain like puts the connections together. So it's just a win-win to spread things out. Now, day 7, our doggy door was ready to get installed. This was very exciting because dogs literally can't hold in their business when you first get them. So we were always waking up to messes, you know what I mean, in the morning. But if we could teach her to use a doggy door, there would be no more poo in the house.
This is how you train a dog to go through a doggy door. Look, stupid dog doesn't know there's a door. Bunny! 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 Oh, it's going the wrong way, wait. Bunny! Bunny! Push! Push it! Yeah! Push it! Good girl! Yeah! Come through! Good girl! Good girl! Bunny. Good girl. Good girl. That's a big drop. Close.
So close.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Hey. Good girl.
And because she wasn't afraid of the dark, as soon as she got the hang of the doggy door, there were no more accidents at night. She would just go out herself, which was absolutely amazing. Eventually, Bonnie was due for her final vaccine. She had been really chill so far with going in the car, probably because we had taken her out so many times that she doesn't associate like going in the car with going to the vet and something bad happening. Usually, she just has a nice nap every time she's in the car. And a few days after this vaccine, it meant she could finally go for a walk. She even had a run, which really shows how confident she is because a lot of dogs barely go past the mailbox on their first walk apparently. Up next was a huge test though. How would she go with other dogs? We would find out because my sister brought her dog Gia over to meet Bonnie. Now, I don't know if I can take credit for Bonnie being really good at playing with a dog that's bigger than her and is always pushing her on her back. She doesn't freak out. She loves it. And I think maybe, okay, I'm taking the credit. But often when I play with Bonnie, I'll pretend we're doing like wrestling or jiu-jitsu and I'll be like mucking around, putting her on her back. And so maybe this is why she's now really comfortable with playing with dogs much bigger than her. And also we made sure to give her lots of praise when she was playing, even when she was getting pushed around, to let her know it was all okay. Praising her lots also really helped with taking her to the beach for the first time. Honey, good girl, good girl. And she continued to be really confident, which is amazing. Good girl.
Go, Missy! You're playing!
Now this has been cute and all, but there was one final mission.
So at the moment when we go to the door, Bonnie kind of wants to run for her life. But we're gonna stop that.
We wanted her to just sit and stay in her bed when people were coming over or we were leaving the house. So first we needed to teach her what her bed was.
Bed. 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 Yes.
Okay, I've taken her bed out of the crate so I can kind of, I kind of hover the tree above the bed and I'm hoping that might make her learn quicker that it's all about actually getting in the bed and not just following the tree that's in my hand. Sit. Stay. Bed. Bed. Yes. Off. Yes. I did this quite often and it's rough at first because you're thinking, is she even gonna get better?
Bonnie, sit. Bonnie. Alright, it is not time to learn at the moment.
But as long as you're consistent, there will be gradual improvement. From here, I would advance slightly and kind of walk around the corner and then come back and give her a reward. Anytime I tried to skip corners and go straight to opening the door, it would not work. It needed to be a slow and steady process of learning, and I also needed to remember that even dogs can have off days or off moments.
Bonnie, bed.
But what's most important is to never stop trying.
Bonnie, Bed. Stay. Oh, hello. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, come in. Oh, don't run around here. Oh, yes.
And she did it, which was absolutely amazing, but maybe it was luck. So the next day, Holly and I thought we should see if she could do everything she learned as kind of a grand finale for the video.
Alright, grand finale. We're going to try and get Bonnie to do everything that she's learned back to back. Starting with Bonnie, come. Sit. Shake. Down. Yes. One moment. Bonnie, bed. Stay. Oh, Jonathan. Oh, come in. Yes, good girl. Hey, we did it. You did it, Bonnie. And that's how to train a dog in however long that took. Oh wait, the last thing. Bonnie, off. Yeah.
And there you go. That is Bonnie's journey of being a little no food eating rascal into a confident, independent woman.